Hi students, here I'm back with another video on probability. Now probability is a very interesting topic. You have done it in class 8, class 9, class 10. So probability is a very interesting topic and it's a daily day-to-day topic. It is maths which is dealing with day-to-day life. Whenever we perform any particular thing, we say what is the probability of your going out, इसकी probability ज़्यादा है, इस चीज़ की probability कम है. तो अगर अभी आप जैसे for example बाहर नहीं जाते हो तो आपकी probability of having COVID is lesser, and rather than जो लोग बाहर जाते हैं उनकी probability of getting COVID, corona is more. So that is what is probability, the occurrence of a particular event. So now we take up the topic of random experiments, outcomes and sample space over here. Now if you throw a coin, so what are the possible outcomes that you can get? You can get a head or a tail. So that is what is a random experiment. So a random experiment is basically an experiment which has more than one possible outcomes, and it is not you cannot predict before performing the experiment that what kind of an outcome would come in. So that is called a random experiment. Now I told you, if we toss a coin once, so what are the possibilities that I can get? I can get a head or a tail. So that is my sample space. What are the possible outcomes? Different possibilities. Outcomes is what? Nothing but different possibilities that I can have. What I get, that I don't know, but these are the various possibilities, the various different outcomes that can happen. So when I toss a coin once, what's the various outcomes that I can have? I can have a head or a tail. Same ways when I toss a coin twice, what are the possibilities that I can have? HH, HT, TH and TT. So I get a sample space of 4. So the possible outcomes are 4. Those are also called events. So the possible events are 4. Now if you toss a dice, now you know what is there in a dice. हम लूडो खेलते थे, स्नेक एंड लैडर खेलते थे, तो हम क्या खेलते थे? डाइस पर खेलते थे. तो डाइस पर क्या पॉसिबिलिटीज आ सकती हैं? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. These are the various possibilities that can come on a dice. Clear or not? जैसे 6 आता है तो आप अपनी चाल खोलते हो, you can start playing. तो probability of getting a 6 is what? 1/6. आपको पता है magicians कुछ वैसे डाइस बना देते हैं जिसमें 3 फेस पे 6 आ रहा है, तो that is called what? A biased dice. तो उसमें 6 आने की probability क्या है? बढ़ जाती है. तो that is what is probability. So now today we would be taking up sample space first. That is the possible outcomes that we can have. We denote it with capital letters and between two curly brackets. You know that is what is a set. So that is how we write it down. Now suppose I take up question 4, 16.1. Question 4. A coin is tossed and a die is thrown. So what is the sample space that you can get? Yes, please do think. A coin is tossed and then a die is thrown. So what is the sample space that I can get? On a coin I can get a head or a tail. तो H और H के साथ क्या आ सकता है? H1, H2, H3, H4, H5 and H6. X और या फिर डाइस पर क्या आया होगा? T. तो T1, T2, T3, T4, T5 and T6. So this is my particular sample space that I can get. Now let's see the 6th one. 2 boys and 2 girls are in room X and 1 boy and 3 girls are in room Y. Specify the sample space in the experiment in which a room is selected and then a person is selected. So you have 2 rooms, room X and room Y. Now you are going, so first you will either choose the room, या तो room X choose करोगे या room Y choose करोगे. Room X में क्या है? 2 boys हैं, 2 girls हैं. So what is the sample space that I can have? अगर मैंने room X choose किया तो X B1 ले सकती हूँ, X B2 ले सकती हूँ, रूम x में ही I can choose xg1 या फिर xg2. Now I don't want room x, I don't like it, so I go to room y. तो room y में से I can choose a boy yb1 या फिर what can I do, yg1, yg2 and yg3. So this is my total sample space that I can get. Clear or not? Understood this? Let's take up question 8. An experiment consists of recording a boy-girl composition of the families with 2 children. There are 2 children in a family and there is what? A boy-girl composition over there. What is the sample space? If we are interested in knowing whether it is a boy or girl in the order of their births. So what is the sample space that you can have? You can have a boy girl, you can have a girl boy, you can have a boy boy, or you can have a girl girl. So that is the total possibilities that you can have. What is the second part of the question say? What is the sample space? If we are interested in knowing the number of girls in the family. So now the number of girls in the family can be what? You can have a no girl, you can have a 1 girl, or you can have a 2 girls. So that is the number of girls in the family. Clear or not? Let's take up question 11. Suppose 3 bulbs are selected at random from a lot. You're choosing 3 bulbs. Each bulb is tested, classified as defective or non-defective. Write the sample space for the experiment. That's my question over here. So now it is either a defective bulb or a non-defective bulb and you are choosing 3 bulbs. So what can be the sample space? All 3 defective, DDD, DDN, DND, DNN, NDD, NDN, NND and NNN. So you can follow the order so that you do not miss out any. See here what I have done. फर्स्ट प्लेस पे मैंने D को स्टैग्नेंट रखा है और सेकंड प्लेस पे D और N को चेंज किया है. यहाँ पर फर्स्ट प्लेस पे मैंने N को स्टैग्नेंट रखा है और फिर चेंज किया है. That makes it easier to do the questions. So you can do the rest of the questions. Now we move ahead to events, sure event, impossible event, simple event, compound event, mutually exclusive event and mutually exhaustive event. So we would be taking that up. Now suppose there is a coin is tossed twice. A coin is tossed twice. So what is the sample space that I can have? I can have HH, HT, TH and TT. So HH is one event, HT is another event. And TH is an event, TT is an event. So this total sample space is called what? A sure event. Now an event which has only one outcome in it, that is called a simple event. For example, if I say event E1 is getting exactly 2 heads. So getting exactly 2 heads means क्या आ सकता है? सिर्फ HH आ सकता है. तो इसमें एक ही इवेंट आ रहा है तो दैट इज कॉल्ड अ सिंपल इवेंट. एक ही आउटकम, ओनली वन आउटकम. नाउ मोर देन वन आउटकम इज कॉल्ड अ कंपाउंड इवेंट. फॉर एग्जांपल इफ आई हैव गेटिंग एटलीस्ट वन हेड, तो गेटिंग एटलीस्ट वन हेड मींस व्हाट कैन आई हैव? HT, TH and HH. So this is my possibility that I can have at least one head. तो one head या one से ज़्यादा, तो HT, TH या HH. So this is called what? A compound event. Then we have an impossible event. Suppose I am tossing the coin 2 times. This experiment is of tossing a coin 2 times. And in that I tell you getting exactly 3 heads. So when you are tossing the coin 2 times, so can you get 3 heads? No, you cannot. So in that case E3 is what? A null set. So that is called an impossible event, which is there is no possibility of its occurring. So that is a null set. So that is called an impossible event. Now mutually exclusive events. 2 events A and B are said to be mutually exclusive if A intersection B is a null set. From here if you see, if I intersect E1 and E2, E1 intersection E2 is a null set. In the same particular example, is there anything common? Yes, there is common. I'm sorry, even intersection E2 is not a null set. Suppose I change it over here, getting at least one tail. Now I'm changing the question to getting at least one tail. So what would I get? HT, TH and TT over here. This would be my experiment. So now if you see, is there anything common between these two? No. So E1 intersection E2 is the null set. So E1 and E2 are mutually exclusive evens. Let's see what's mutually exhaustive. Two evens A and B are said to be mutually exhaustive if A union B gives me the entire sample space. That means it gives me S. So let's see over here. If E1 union E2, if you find out, E1 union E2 gives you S, the entire sample space. So this is an example of an event which is both mutually exclusive as well as mutually exhaustive. Now it is not necessary कि सब में ही ऐसा होगा, हर इवेंट्स आपके पास म्यूचुअली एक्सक्लूसिव या एग्जॉस्टिव होंगे. हो सकता है कोई म्यूचुअली एक्सक्लूसिव हो, कोई ना हो, कोई म्यूचुअली एग्जॉस्टिव हो, कोई ना हो. So that depends from question to question. Let's take up one question so that mutually exclusive and exhaustive is more clear to you. 16.2. I'm taking up question 4. Yes, I'll read out the question for you. 3 coins are tossed. Let A denote the event that 3 heads show up. B denote the event 2 heads and 1 tail. C denotes the event 3 tails show up, and D is a head shows on the first coin. So let's list them down. A is what? 3 heads, so HHH. B is what? 2 heads and 1 tail, so HHT, THH or HTH. C is what? 3 tails, so TTT. D is what? 2 tails and 1 head, so HTT, THT or TTH. So from here if you see which are mutually exclusive, तो यानी दोनों का intersection क्या होना चाहिए? Null set होना चाहिए. So let's see, A और B के बीच में कुछ common है? नहीं, तो A intersection B is a null set. A और C के बीच में कुछ common है? नहीं, A intersection C is a null set. B और C के बीच में कुछ common है? नहीं, तो B intersection C is a null set. So A and B are mutually exclusive, A and C are mutually exclusive, B and C are mutually exclusive, and C and D are mutually exclusive. Then the second part of the question says, which is a simple event. Simple event means only one outcome. So A and C are simple events. Which is a compound event? So if you see from here, B and D are compound events. So like that you can try out all these questions. I hope you enjoyed with the video. This is a nice light topic, so we would enjoy doing probability from now. So please do remember to like, share, subscribe my channel. Please do like us on Facebook and Insta also. Thank you.